Now it's time to learn how to set in order. Set in order has 4 main steps. Analyze the current situation, target issues to improve, decide where things belong and how they should be kept, and put them there. Make it obvious where things belong. Let's take a look at how we can effectively apply the 4 steps of set in order. The first step in set in order is to analyze the current situation. You can do this by reviewing the workplace scan display, which shows the initial conditions observed by the team. Review the area map and see whether anything changed during your red tagging activity. If necessary, take additional photos from the same locations as your original before photos. Post these on the workplace scan display. You should also review the workplace scan diagnostic checklist to see where your orderliness weaknesses are. The checklist is available in the resources section of this course. The second step in setting in order is to target the issues to improve. Use the set in order inspection sheet found in the resources section of this course to perform this task. In prioritizing your targets, look first at the positions of large items such as machines, large equipment, and workbenches. Then consider storage spaces such as shelves, racks, and inventory pallets. At the same time, think about the location of inventory, parts, and other supplies. Next, consider smaller equipment such as carts, chairs, or bins, and finally, consider small tools and supplies, including the contents of cabinets and drawers. While you're performing the first 2 steps of set in order, you should be looking for places where there is a lack of flow, where work and process is delayed, where people, materials, and machines are in each other's way, or where movement isn't smooth. Then you'll know you have a set in order problem. Step 3. Decide where things belong and how they should be kept, and put them there. There are 4 guidelines for determining where and how items should be located. The more often an item is used, the closer it should be to where it is used. Every item should have a designated location and should be labeled with that location. The label may even specify the shelf or drawer where the item belongs. The location should also be labeled so that it's clear where the item should go. Make everything easy to get or put away properly. Keep safety in mind. Consider improvements that will prevent strain and other injuries. For example, surfaces can be slanted slightly so that items can be reached and put away easily. Also, items can be stored on open shelves for easy access. Get items off the floor whenever possible. Clear floors are easier and safer to move around on, and also easier to clean. Step 4. Make it obvious where things belong. Perhaps the most important step of set in order is to make sure it's obvious to everyone where and how everything belongs. It is in this step that you will begin to make your workplace visual. There are 3 visual techniques that help make it obvious where things should be located. These techniques are lines, labels, and signboards. As you apply these techniques, be sure to test how they work before you make them permanent. The line technique includes several types of line markings for the workplace. The first type of line to create is a divider line. Divider lines mark off aisleways from operation areas, rest areas, and other areas used by people. They also separate different areas from each other. Marker lines are used to show the location for equipment, inventory, and other items. Marker lines can be used on the floor, on tables, and even on shelves. Another type of line is a range line. This shows the range of operation of doors and equipment. Dashed lines are often used. Range lines can be a major factor in reducing safety hazards. Limit lines are used to show height, maximum and minimum quantity, and other types of limits related to inventory, materials, equipment, and other items stored in the workplace. Tiger marks or tape are usually used to draw attention to safety hazards or to maintain clear space for safety equipment. To show the shape and location of tools and equipment, you can use outlines or shadows. Arrows are a special kind of line that can show direction of travel or flow of gas or fluids. The label technique is an important aid for setting things in order. Labels can be used to show not only the name of an item, but also the item's location for storage. Then if an item is misplaced, it will be easy to put it where it belongs by matching its location label with a label on the shelf or cabinet, etc. You can use color coding for this as well. The signboard technique is perhaps the most widely used method for setting things in order. For example, location signboards show the location of areas, processes, functions, or equipment. Inventory signboards show the location, type, and quantity of inventory. Machine signboards can display the name of the equipment or its operator, or given information to assist those who clean and maintain it. There are a few points to keep in mind when you use lines, labels, and signboards to set things in order. First, always understand your audience. Consider the language they speak. Consider where they are most likely to see or read the visual indicator. Next, remember to keep things simple. If something can't be understood easily, it's not likely to be adhered to. And finally, be sure to use temporary materials to test your equipment before you make it permanent. For example, colored tape is a good way of trying out lines before you paint them. Permanent changes can be made further along in the 5S process. Once you have sorted your area and have set it in order, it's time to move on to step 3 in the process, shine.